In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit with you about why women like the bad boy, or like why women like the guys that don't give them that much attention. So I'm going to explain a little bit about attention and what's valuable about it, and what kind of attention is valuable to women versus what kind of attention is valuable to us, because that's really critical to this concept. If you want to know how to command a woman's attention and actually like keep her interested in you, keep her thinking about you, then it's not something you do, it's something you have to become. You have to become a guy that she thinks about. She doesn't think, oh man, he did this like weird tactic, he sent me this weird text, I'm going to think about that all day. She doesn't think that way. But what she does think is, wow, I can't stop thinking about that guy. That guy's awesome. I can't stop thinking about him. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder where he is. I hope he likes me. Like, she's thinking all that stuff. And so if you want to master that skill, then you're going to want to pay attention in this video, because a lot of you guys are probably getting pulled back on, right? Women are pulling back on you because you're giving too much interest. You're showing too much. You're not being the guy that they can think about. And so because you're forcing them to think about you all the time, you give them no room to think. You give them no room to actually think about what it would be like to be with you or hang out with you. And so there's no mystery. And so obviously, why do they care? So let's talk about attention first. What is valuable about attention? Well, think about it. When you're a man and you are on a mission, you are on your vision of excellence, you have a clear focus and vision. One of the 4 pillars of masculinity is focus. When you have focus on a mission and you're focused on fulfilling that mission and chasing your purpose, chasing excellence, whether it's in your career or your social skills or your fitness, whatever that focus is for you, you are chasing that. And so all of your non-sexual attention, all attention that does not lead to sex, is going towards your vision and your purpose. Or at least it could be. Maybe you're lazy and you sit around on the couch all day, but that's a whole different problem. If you're putting all your attention towards random women on Instagram you'll never meet, or girls on dating apps you'll never meet, or women on Facebook you'll never meet, or just like scrolling TikTok, scrolling Instagram, scrolling Facebook, all these different social media apps, if you're spending all your non-sexual attention there, then it does have no value. But theoretically, in a world where you were very productive, it would have value, because you could be spending it to make more money. You could be spending that non-sexual attention to, go on trips, to have fun with your friends, to build more connections, to network, to meet more women, to have a more abundant life. You could be using that attention for that. So that's why it's valuable, because it could create a lot, especially if you're like a highly skilled individual or you're a smart guy. The higher value you are, the more valuable your non-sexual attention is. And so that's what you really got to understand. Because as guys, we're just thinking about sexual attention. We're thinking about how can we get sex from the girl. That's what you're thinking about. You want to have sex. And part of that is controlled by the fact that you can't stop watching porn. You probably are too obsessed with sex in everyday life, just scrolling Instagram. There's ass everywhere. And so what you have to do first is like cut that out so you can stop thinking about sex so much. But also, it's just kind of how we're wired. We just like sex a lot. We're very sexual creatures. Like, testosterone makes us horny as fuck. Like, that's kind of how it goes. And so when we don't have control over that, when we don't have the discipline to control that sexual attention, that's what we're constantly trying to get from her. So that's what's valuable to us. What's valuable to women is non-sexual attention, because of all the things I said earlier. So it could be going towards building a better life, you becoming a better provider, a stronger protector, all these things that you could be doing with your non-sexual attention, and you're just giving it away for free. So that's the problem. You're giving away your non-sexual attention too easily for free. Say like I had a ticket. I had 10 tickets. That's your non-sexual attention. And these tickets you can use to redeem them for anything, like more money, more skills, more character traits, more assets. You could turn one in and you could get abs. And then I'm choosing to just give it all, the tickets, to one girl that I don't even know that well. And that's what you're telling her when you blow up her phone. When you blow up her phone, you're giving her all the tickets to your life. And she's like, well, if he's giving them to me, he's not doing anything with them. They're not going to anything else that I actually find attractive. I find it attractive when a man is on a mission, when he's ambitious, when he has a purpose. He gave them all to me? I'm just a girl. It doesn't matter how hot the girl is. She's like, I'm just this girl. I'm just a person. Why are you giving all of this to me? It doesn't make any sense. And so that is what you have to get through your head. You have to realize that by giving all these tickets or all this non-sexual attention to the girl, you're completely destroying any value that they hold. Because you're basically saying all these tickets that I have, I could redeem them for all these other things, but I don't care enough about that. I just want to feel good with you. I want to hang out with you. I want to spend my time with you. And so that's why when guys in this community like talk about like pulling back or not giving too much attention, that's why they talk about it that way. And I bet you've never had anybody actually explain it in the way that I just did, but that's the best way that I've ever heard of describing it, is that you have this finite resource of non-sexual attention, of attention that you could put towards anything. You could put it towards your business, you could put it towards your fitness, you could put it towards anything in your life, your family, and you're choosing to give it all of it, every last scrap, to her. And she's not going to respect you for that. And this is not her fault. She wants a guy that's strong. That's how women are made. They're hardwired to want strength. Women want strength. And so at the end of the day, if you're not strong, which you can't be if you're just giving away all your attention for free, then what do you expect from her? She's not going to be attracted to you. And so that's why women lose attraction over time. That's why they pull back. It's not just because you're needy. It's not because it's creepy. It's literally because you are telling her, hi, I don't value my time and attention enough to give it to anything else except you because you're attractive and I like you. My emotions are more powerful than my purpose, than what I want to accomplish in my life. And as a man, you cannot let that happen. Your emotions cannot be more powerful. They cannot have more pull over you because you need to be focused on your mission. It doesn't matter what your emotions say. You have to be focused on your vision of excellence. You have to stay focused. That's why focus is one of the 4 core pillars of masculinity. And you can't lose sight of that. So when you go out next and you get a number or you're talking to a girl on a dating app, just realize like you need to give your time more value. And if you don't do that, here's what's going to happen. She's going to realize that she can walk all over you. She's going to realize that she can flake on a date and it doesn't matter. She's going to realize all of these things. And as soon as it's like inconvenient, and this isn't like her fault or anything, it's just if she's nervous before a date, why wouldn't she flake on you if she can? If there's no consequences, if your time isn't valuable and it's like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. I'm pretty flexible. Why would she not flake if she feels a little off? But if she can tell you're the type of guy that would be like, no, like you're fine. Like we're still going. I made the time to do this. Then she's not going to flake. But this is something that cannot be faked. It's not something that you can fake until you make it. You have to make your time more valuable. And so that means you have to start auditing, where am I putting my time? Am I putting it towards social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube? Or am I putting it towards doing something with my life? Am I putting it towards being more resourceful, stronger, more successful? Am I putting my time towards that? Because what you have to realize is that you will be taken advantage of. And it's not like women are out there like trying to scheme against you to like take advantage of you. It's just they can. So their emotions, they're just going to go with their emotions. And so they're going to feel like, oh, I don't like this guy as much anymore. All right, well, fine. But if the woman's really emotionally invested in you and she really likes you because you have your shit together, you make valuable time. You have valuable time instead of just sitting around eating pizza all day doing nothing. As soon as you give her time, it means so much more. And she's going to start wondering, what is he doing with his time? What is he doing with his time? He's doing so much cool stuff with his time. It's so valuable and I get some of it. That makes you feel special. If I spend 20 hours a day working on something, like obviously, if I spend 20 hours a day working on something that I want to work on, that will bring me more money or more success or a better body, and then I spend an hour with you, it feels a lot more powerful because those are all things I care about deeply. Those are all things that I'm actually pushing for every single day. I'm really passionate about building a better body, being more successful. But if you spend all day doing something that doesn't mean much, like eating pizza, playing video games, watching YouTube videos, then it doesn't feel as cool to the girl. It doesn't feel as good to the girl that you're spending an hour with her. She's like, well, you can spend 5 hours with me. And that's when things start to go to shit. That's when she starts to pull away. Because the thing is, you should never have to pull back. As the guy, you should never have to pull back. Sometimes maybe catch yourself, be like, okay, I got to pull back a little bit. I got to realign what value my time has. But realistically, you should almost never have to pull back as the guy because you're actually doing something, right? The guys that have to pull back, they don't have valuable time. They have to make their time artificially seem more valuable. The thing I want you to take away from this video is that you need to really value your time. Look at your screen time. Pause the video, or even after this video, it's about to end. So go into your settings on your phone. Look at your screen time. How much time have you spent on your phone? how much value does your time have, really? And be honest with me. Like, be honest with yourself. Because if you're not giving your time value, she's not going to give your time value. She's going to disrespect your time because you don't respect it in the first place. And so you are the leader. You're the one that has to lead the way. So if she's going to respect your time, you have to respect your time first. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see in the future from me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.